Good afternoon from Splitters Farm. I watched that video that we filmed earlier back and the reception was horrible, so I thought I'd just give you a quick update and show you what we've completed here at Splitters Farm. So we are from the garden, we're in the garden today, and I thought I'd give you a bit of an update on what we've grown. So I'll flick this camera around if I can. Actually no, I can't for some reason, it won't let me. So our little gumboots here, you might have remembered we planted them some time ago. Some of the flowers or the marigolds are starting to get a bit khaki, so start to die off and everything. But because they all seeded, they went to seed, we found that we had some seedlings popping up in this little wisteria plant here. So I've just pulled a few of those out, pulled the old plants out of our boots and just replanted the little seedlings in there. So eventually they will grow into these beautiful marigolds. So that was my first task today. And then I didn't get video of it because it was completely embarrassing. I was shoveling poo and I was getting quite short breath, so it made me sound really unfit, so I didn't film that. But I filled a bucket full of poo, this bucket here, put it in the garden, and we have planted some pak choi. These are our little pak choi plants that we originally had in the repurposed egg cartons. Under our little greenhouses here, we have carrots. Just gonna push that down. So we've got baby carrots in there. We've given them a water, and that's all gonna get nice and humid in there and give them something to grow in. These are our spring onions that we shoved the little root stocks in, and they've grown into plants now. So they're doing really, really well. We'll be able to eat those soon. Then our little tomato seedlings, I've just popped in a pot simply because I didn't have any room left in the garden. So that's our little tomato seedlings sitting in there, all nice and watered, and hopefully they'll shoot up as well. I've put a trellis in the garden here to try and train some sugar snap peas. I've still got to wire these on, so I'll do that shortly. But you might be able to see a little sugar snap there. Not enough to make a meal just yet, but we're getting there. And our sunflowers are flowering. So you might remember a while back we popped some seeds in the ground. And don't they just look amazing? They are just spectacular. My favourite flower, by far. How can you get past this? And you know how I mentioned that the birds come in and eat them? So once they've finished flowering, they go like this. This is the head of one of those big sunflowers. And that is just full of sunflower seeds that we can then pick out. You see all the seeds in there? I hope you can, because I can't really work out how to turn my camera around. But that is full of little seeds, and if I just pick one out, pick a few at it. Our king parrots come in to eat those. But there's no reason why I can't pop those back in the ground and continue the cycle, so we've always got fresh, beautiful sunflowers in our garden. But anyway, there is a little bit of a recap of what you missed earlier because we had terrible reception. Today at Splitters Farm, other than the garden, we've had a few wedge-tailed eagles circling our lamb paddock, so we are keeping a very close eye on that. We have even shot the gun in the air today to try and scare them off. So not that we would never hurt a creature, but yeah, just to scare them away. And we have a bushfire somewhere because you might see all the smoky haze. There's definitely a fire somewhere today, which is interesting. But hey, that's us for today. The little goats are going really well. The triplets are still feeding. Mum is suffering, I think, a little bit of postnatal depression, if I could call it that. She's refusing to eat today for some reason, but she is still feeding them. I think she's just come to the realization that she has 3 kids, which, you know, most mothers would go through that. So look, thank you very much for joining us today, and we will perhaps get back to you with a live tomorrow if our reception's a little bit better than it was today. See you later.